Hey guys, Cosmos here from my Knights account. He is doing well, as you see, also my favorite lion. And I want to show you a very wealthy bag over here. As you know, we got this unlimited soul engraving happening, and I haven't clicked anything yet. You see 0 soul crystals. But I was looking also at the exchange, and of course for getting the mount, but also some of the other rewards are interesting. Actually over here, the one for 10 cards you get 100 crystals. That is also interesting, as well as the mount whips and the fade stones, because for every if you look at the soul engraving bonus, you get one card for every engraving. But for every 10 cards over at the exchange, you get another 100 soul crystals, and 100 soul crystals is 4 engravings. So basically, this is what he is saying, is that for every 10 times you engrave, you get 4 for free, which is quite interesting. So I just wanted to highlight that. And then what I did is, as you know, my bags are always full. So what I did is I went ahead and I opened up my about 100 of Tower of Kings hard chests and about 130 of nightmares. So now I got a whole page of insignias filled up, and a page of soul crystals. Actually, in counting, I have 20,450 soul crystals, which is immense. I've never ever had so much. But yeah, it was a lot of gathering up, but also from the gem event, additional crystal rewards. But a lot of it came from those Tower of King chests, which I saved up over the time, and that I haven't been opening for so long. I also have 1,000 to almost 200 Spire chests, so at some point I gotta open up those as well. But you know, I always write down the drop rate so I can give you guys the reports on the percentages, so I don't just open the stuff. I gotta write it down as well, so that takes a little bit of time. But okay, let's have a look at the hot events. Actually, you know, you instinctively think that you need actually quite a lot, and because it looks so expensive. I mean, you see one card to get the gold, of course, usually the case. Then you see 10 cards to get the next reward, and then 30 cards to get the next 2 rewards, and then all of a sudden it jumps to 220 cards to get the nice golden Impala card. But you know, actually, I already have 51 cards from regular questing, event questing. So what I did is, if I take the 220 cards that I need, and I take out the 51 that I already have, that's 169 cards that I need. So that's 169 times I need to do the soul engraving quest, which is 25 soul engraving. So if I multiply this by 25, that means for something of 4,225 soul crystals, I'll have enough enough cards for getting the golden Impala mount, which is pretty wicked. So yeah, and therefore what I gotta do is, of course, this is also you can do it in bulk. So the best thing I think for me to do now, because it's like 2 a.m. and I'm tired big time, and I'm making this video for you guys, but over here I can do the 4225, I think that was the number, and I'll engrave that out of the 20,000. My bell rating went up slightly because the level went up to 30, so now it is 60%, and that was reflected in the bell rating increase a little bit. And I also then used up 4 slots in my bag, which is not much because I'm already filled up 3 pages, so that's a lot, so gotta fix those up. But if I go to the hot events now and do the soul engraving, shower, click, craziness, madness, you know, is it lagging or what is it doing? But basically I'm just gonna click really fast. See the gold also on the top left side is piling up. It's already at 2 million. and it's still going ahead. And yeah, I think it's lagging because that's why it's not doing the shower, because I have my other account on the other browser on the other screen, so it's probably slowing things down. But you can hear the gold sound, so 3.5 million gold and still going. Wow. And that's okay, now it's done. 4,225 all done. So actually, if I counted correctly, New Year exchange, I have exactly 220 cards, which nets me the golden Impala card. So I'm gonna take that straight away, and let's have a look at it. Stables. Of course, I don't have a lot of mounts because, well, I never spent balance on mounts or anything because I never put money in. So where is it? It's over here. Golden Impala, a nice kind of a, what is it, a sheep type of a looking thingy, which is actually kind of cool. So oh, didn't I write it? I thought I. You see, my bell rating actually went up straight away. Let's mount it. Haha, really cool mount as well. I like it. Gonna ride it around for a while, and maybe come back to my line afterwards. It looks better, I must say, or with the Fate aura, rather than my mage's account. It was without, so this looks cooler. But and maybe I have to change my clothing to suit it. But it's pretty cool, and my stats went up. It was 93, I think, so another 100 or so went up because of the gems, and so it went up to altogether to 94. So another 1,000 bell rating increase, a new mount, a higher soul engraving. So all good. But now I am going to stop for well, the soul engraving still goes on for 2 days, so I'm going to try to upload this video, and you guys can tell me what do you think I should do with the other 16,225 soul crystals. So, and because there are a lot, and there are various options. So if you want me to tell you the options, one option is I don't use them at all, and I save it for another event to be able to get another mount or whatever. Another option is to use part of it, and let's say get from the hot events, let's say get a bunch of I don't know, fate stones, because that's, for example, hard for non-cashers. So my knight, he could use a lot of fate stones. I barely managed to get aura 5, but I wonder if I can get to 10, for example. So that's one option. Another option is to get a whole bunch of mount training whips, and await the mount, what if there is going to be afterwards at some point a mount training whip event, or to spend them all to get the gem percentages higher, and then with the cards buy even more soul crystals, and further push the gem percentages. So those are, I think, the kind of choices, or if I miss something you can also put in the comments. So let me know what you think. And for the insignia, just for your information, of course I can't walk around with so much stuff blocking my bag. So what I've been doing, of course, since I am saving up for the level 70 equipment set, you see I already have the two jewels enchanted to plus 21, so those are set level 71s, and I have already gotten 25 epic armor shards, 25 epic weapon shards, 50 epic jewelry shards. So the insignia would go on, like in this case, the epic helmet shards. So you need 25. You can check that also. So never spend the insignia on those experience books or whatever. I heard a bunch about it. So you see, you can check, for example, for the hat. Where is it? Sword. Why can't I see it? Apollo sword. There it is. So you need 25 of this epic helmet shards. So if we run over to the arena, let's do that. And I already had 7, right? Yeah, 7 epic helmet shards I have. So you see in the, whoa, where are you going? So over at the arena, you can see that they're really expensive. Here they are. Now that's the 60. Make sure not to buy the wrong ones. Here it is, level 70 epic helmet shard. You see they cost 1,000. So actually it costs 25,000 insignia to have just enough for one item. So, and of course you can imagine that goes out quite quickly. So yeah, I need, I think, what is it, 18 more or so of these, and then I am set. And you can see here at the bottom I have actually 38,000 insignia, so that is fine. So I can get 18 more of these, so 18,000 will go on that. That should reduce my backspace. So you should see a big hole in page 2 now. There it is, the whole thing is gone. And I got 25 of these, 25 of these, 25 of these, which is the armor, the weapon, and the helmet. And then what I need is for the brooch, and I don't have enough for that. I think I have only 20,000 or so, it says, left. So I need another 5,000. Which I actually have in my vault. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But if I do that, I have nothing left. But there should be enough days. Yeah, there should be enough days for me to have to make more insignia. Yeah, 25. Well, I'll do that later. I want to count something else for that. But yeah, take control of your backspace by converting the items into the stuff that you need. And the soul crystals, let me know what you think. And also you can combine stuff. What I wanted to say is, I noticed very often that on luck stones, like especially for example the level 8 luck stone, you often get unbound and bound. You can put those together if you're running out of backspace. Make sure you're not walking around with a lot of gold like I am now. So what I probably should do is I'll synthesize one of my level 70 pieces, let's say the armor. That's another 300,000. So that's Apollo's armor synthesized, and I can use the money to upgrade it or to enchant it. So let's do that now. See if I know I can use luck stones, but I'm being very cheap about it. Here we go. And for some reason I like 90%. I like to stay at 90%, so I walk up with the luck stones as much as possible. Thanks, Papa. Haha. So where was I? 90%. And these are of course the ones you want to use more, the level 5s, because you can get a lot of these from fishing. But still, don't want to overdo it. And we're up to level 7 and spending already 100,000 at 90%. I'm actually going to stay and risk 100,000s because don't want to use up the luck stones. So far so good. 200,000, that's already, yeah, kind of too much. We'll switch to level 9s for that. And we are at 16. The money is still there, but of course the cost is rising. We're now at 370,000 for enchant and 417, 467. Next one is 500,000. Yep, and I just don't have enough, so I'm just gonna levy, and that will max out the armor. So got one, can do another, and almost saved for third, but fourth they'll need it, something like that, I think. Because if I was in synthesis for level 70s, I have 700 with, you need 400 crystals for one. That means I can do one more piece, almost can do a third piece, but then I don't have at all for a fourth piece. But I'm getting there. It takes time. You know, Wartune is a bit of a longer haul game, so you can't rush these things. You wanna make sure you do things correctly. Here is my Apollo's armor. So you see holes in the bag, so I'm gonna sort them out. So I win half a page through all that stuff, gathering up the level 70s here, hopefully, and still have the whole bunch of insignias, but I probably will spend them on the whatchamacallit, on the arena item. I can't remember the name anymore, I'm too tired. And yeah, let me know about the soul crystal. So that's pretty interesting of what kind of suggestions you guys will have, and yeah, and I'll follow them. So that's it, you guys. I think I showed everything, anything interesting to show. On Sylphs, I wanted to let you guys know. So your main Sylph, for me it's an iris. It reaches, of course, the maximum your level. So you see she is 79, filled up all the way. So the second I become level 80, she will also become level 80. They level up much easier than players. But don't waste experience, so don't keep your best Sylph on, switch. So you see I've been switching a lot to my Pan, even though he's white, but normally if I just carry her, experience is wasted, whereas if I take him up and I do the various quests, most of the quests I can do with a weaker Sylph, then he was exactly the same level as the other white iris, and now he's up to 63. Just I've been carrying him around for a week or so. I don't remember the exact time, but not so long, and quickly you see there's a difference between them, a substantial difference. So if your main Sylph is maxed out, just bring the other ones up. They'll add them statistics, make it a tiny little bit easier to win in the arena. And who knows, in the future, if you fit Sylphs into each other, then you'll just get more experience. And that's about it, you guys. I hope you enjoyed that video. I congratulate also everybody else who got the nice mount. I heard a lot of people got it, so it's good. I can see here Ciliana is riding it. Let's take a tour around. There are probably people at the bounty board. Well, there's a mess, but I can recognize a couple of mounts there. Of course, for some reason there are a lot of piggies at this point. But yeah, I'm pretty sure a whole bunch of people got it, because as you see, you only need about 5,000, 5,500, something like that, of soul crystals to get it, which is not a difficult amount to save up, especially after we had that gem event where you could get soul crystals as additional benefit. So that's it. Like I said, I hope you guys enjoyed it. Please do click on like and subscribe below the video. It always helps a lot. And check out my Wartune blog. As you know, the link is in the description, or you can just Google Cosmos Wartune blog. It's the most popular blog on Wartune. And if you have something that you want to share with others, so something cool, or it's either something cool or something educational, like to teach, or you want to teach something to people, or you want to share something cool, feel free to email it to me. If it's good quality stuff, I'll put it up on the blog for everybody to see. And that's it. Thanks for watching, and have a very nice day.